Yeah, I know it's muted. All right. What's up, people? I don't have too much time, so I am going to get through what I can. I have like maybe 20 minutes to break down some of the footage from this past weekend. We were in San Diego for the Naga tournament, and I had quite a few competitors. Was it like 10 or 12? And we had a great time, super fun. So I'm going to break down a couple of the matches. I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 streams. I wanted to kind of do it all at once, but there's quite a bit of matches, and I know sometimes I tend to drag along. So I I just wanted to get this out because it's been a really long time since I've done any kind of podcast or any type of breakdown video. So I just wanted to hit that live button and get started. Might fumble around with my Epic Pen app here. It's been a while. But yeah, let's get into it. Let me turn my volume down here so you don't get blasted. I'm not going to have any audio on. Who to start with first? I'm going to do Jason just because his matches are right here. Jason Kizon was I think my only blue belt that competed, and he did really great. He had some great matches. There was definitely some things that could be improved upon, but I think overall it's been a while for him since he last competed, maybe somewhere between 1 and 2 years, and this was kind of like his little comeback party, and I thought he did really well for the matches that I saw. I didn't see all of them, but I did see some, and from what I saw, it looked pretty good. So let's get into it. No, I'm not going to even have my own audio on. Let me pull up my Epic Pen. Here it is. I'm going to just mess around with it. Let's see. It's been so long. There's an undo, eraser. Where's the clear button? I know there's a keybind for clear. Shift F. Menu, settings. Where? Eraser. Toggle visibility. Undo. I don't see like a reset to clear everything. Well, that Shift F. Cool. All right, this is far too large. Nope, not highlighter. We want the cursor. We want the pen. Is this? Nope, still too big. And I don't know how to fix this. It's too thick. Here it is, pen size. There it is. That's what we want. Okay. All right, let's get into it. This is also bugging me. How do I get out of my pen? Nope. Cursor, okay. Alright, thank you for bearing with me. Anyways, this is Jason Kizon. He is a beast of a blue belt. And let's get into this one. Alright, play.
Let's go, Jason!
Fast forward a bit. I'm going to skip through some boring parts if there are any. I don't think this match is very boring, but I will skip if necessary. So here we see Jason immediately pulling guard. We see my computer lagging and not looking smooth. You know why? Is because I am playing this through Dropbox, and what I have to do is pull this up from my desktop. Let's see. Let's go all the way back. Nope. File Explorer. I know I saved this on my desktop. Nope. There it is. View. Where is view? Oh, you know what? I don't think I got Jason's match on my GoPro. Maybe if I just be patient. Let's see. It's kind of going. Yeah, I'm gonna have to download them to my PC later. Anyways, let's just do one that I have here. It should load better. Okay, I'm just gonna start with this one. Because Jason's matches aren't saved on my computer, it's kind of lagging when I'm trying to play it and live stream at the same time. So I'm gonna just do the ones that I have here, and I'm gonna start with Lou's. Alright, so this is Tien Lou. He is a beast. He is competing in the expert division, sporting the awesome Dogecoin rash guard. Shout out to our rash guard brand, Matt Beast. Link in bio. Go buy some gear. I'm actually wearing it right now because I'm going to go to practice soon. But here we go. This was Lou's first match of the day. He was going against a Barrett Yoshida purple belt. And Lou's actually still a white belt. But Lou's that guy that competed, that did wrestling all through high school. I think he went to Masters. I think he went to state actually. But yeah, he's just a stud wrestler. And he's gotten really good at Jiu Jitsu in the past 6 months to a year, but still a white belt to as far as his like technical understanding, as far as my expectations for my students. But he can tap out plenty of black belts. He taps out me all the time, and he is a force. So, anyways, let's get into it. Alright, so man, Lou is just super tricky on the feet. He mixes up his rhythm right here. He's kind of like pop and locking. He's just kind of changing up his rhythm and just giving his opponents some weird looks. He told me after that little jump right there was a flying squirrel attempt. That would have been crazy. So his opponent is like, I don't want none of that craziness on the feet. So the Yoshida guy pulls guard. Immediately Lou finds the leg, gets on the ankle lock and the heel hook. The Yoshida guy steps over. Good move on his part. Lou maintains top position. He keeps his knee right in the center to prevent any like full guard attempt. He's just just working that knee cut. It's where he likes to operate from that knee cut position. That kind of sets up his passes and his leg lock entrances. So the purple belt gets his leg on the outside, so Lou's able to drop into another ashi. But Lou changes it and starts working the pass. And as he's moving into quarter shell, he gets those double underhooks. I think he's still in quarter shell. He back steps into the honey hole. He collects, he gets the inside heel hook right here, but he's not able to finish it. The Yoshida guy hip escapes very well, clears his knee, and Lou maintains top position. So I'm going to run through this match. I'm going to continue commentating on it, and then I'll kind of break down some key points afterwards. Anything I noticed. I'll give you guys some volume. Babe, can you listen to the stream and see how the video sounds?
It sounds fine.
Well, it's just me. I had the volume off on the match, I think.
Yeah.
Hold on. How's that? Is that too loud?
Hold on.
Very good. Get your pass points. Excellent job.
Good. Can you hear me over the video though?
Nice. Keep the
Okay.
double unders. Work your underhooks. Get high.
All right. Let's go back just a clip
Right side.
because there was a takedown there. All right. So remember, Lou dropped in for the honey hole here,
Lock your hands. Very good.
and the guy escaped very well. Lou came back on top.
Nice. You got a point there, Lou. Knee cut.
Still has that outside staple. Kind of fighting for this inside hand position Dude on bottom comes up real well, forcing Lou to kind of back off. I'm telling Lou to get another takedown because I know that Lou has a significant wrestling advantage here. I could just tell this Yoshida guy doesn't want to. He shouldn't be wrestling with Lou. Lou arm drags to the back, gets the body lock. Guy tries to pull guard, but he's a little too late on it, which gives Lou the ability to pass easily. He's got a body lock or double unders from the side control. Now Lou's kind of bringing in his ankle here, baiting the quarter shell. He wants the back step, but I'm telling him to take the mount because I want the points here. The guy bridges. Lou was unable to maintain position, and the guy did a very good job of escaping. Lou's in the full guard here. This isn't Lou's favorite spot to be in. He knows what to do, but you know, he's definitely not a rubber guard player. More of a leg locker with wrestling and passing skills. Guy on the bottom stands up, backs out. Lou decides to stand up with him. Very smart. Lou kind of just working some unorthodox movement. Kind of has this like zombie look. Lou takes the quarter Z position. Bottom player is using this knee shield guard. Lou's doing a good job of trapping the hands, kind of winning these hand fights here. But the guy on bottom, Yoshida, kind of inverts. He spins under and is able to disengage off of the pressure. So great move on him. I'm noticing these Yoshida guys really like to spin underneath. Lou moving forward, trying to find some kind of clinch. Pushes him down. Yoshida guy kind of pulls guard. I don't think that was a takedown. Again, Lou steps into quarter Z. Bottom player playing a knee shield game. Tries to sweep. Looked like a sweep. Lou dropped into the heel hook and finishes the basic outside heel hook from a standard ashi with a little dance at the end. Let's see that again. Alright, so here we see the bottom player. He has this knee shield, trying to get this butterfly in, and right here I think he's looking for some type of triangle attack. As you can see, let's start pulling this pen out. He has this leg here, right, this leg, and he shoots it up. Now as he shoots this up, he's also shooting his bottom leg, which is right here, and he's going to try and shoot that leg around to find a triangle, I'm assuming. Let's watch it again here. And boom. So right here, as you can see, the Yoshida guy is trying to get his right leg through up top, and he's trying to swing this leg over and around, which would trap Lou's head and arm inside of his legs. However, Lou's doing a good job of keeping his knee. Can you guys see his knee right here? This knee. That right knee that's stuck in between the bottom player's legs is preventing the bottom player from entering any type of armbar or triangle attack, which is really important when you're passing, that you keep your knee in front. It's almost like a shield against triangles and armbars. It's going to create a frame so they are not able to close that distance and lock in any triangle. So as the bottom player goes for the attack, like I said, that knee that's in the center is blocking the bottom player, and that's going to allow Lou to enter into a leg lock here, because the bottom player threw his leg to the outside looking for a triangle, but that sets up the ashigarami. Now right away, Lou drops back. He's able to find exposure immediately off of the entrance. He has the heel hook grip here. The defender is attempting to roll through. Lou's following, keeping good control on the hips, and he ends up catching him here. I know I have a better angle on it on another camera, but I don't want to stop just to find the angle. But he just kept the grip all the way through, and finish the heel hook on the opposite side. So what's important here is that when Lou got the grip here, his hips were well connected, or rather his legs were connected to the Yoshida guy's hips. So you see Lou's heel and leg here, and Lou's other leg here are clamping on the top player's hip right there. And that clamp is so tight that when the top player tries to roll and to spin out of the heel hook, Lou's able to follow very easily. And as Lou follows, he keeps the clinch on the hip, and he's able to finish the heel hook here. It's very common for when people are attacking heel hooks and the guy spins out. I see a lot of people lose the heel hook there because they're not connected well to the hip, or their grip is off. And if you can keep a good grip on the heel hook, if you can maintain control of the hips, you can roll through and finish the heel hook on the other side fairly easily, which is why when you're going against a good leg locker, if you're stuck in a heel hook, usually spinning out of a heel hook is not the best option. It's almost like a last resort option. And against anyone that is good with the leg locks, they're going to just stay with the heel and just continue to work their braking mechanic. So yeah, that was it for that one. Let's go back. Let's dissect this a little bit more. What did I see here? This unorthodox movement kind of threw his opponent off. I like that. When you're confident with your wrestling, you can really start to like change your rhythm. Let's watch this again. It's kind of it's not a technique. It's just unorthodox movement. You know, like it's almost playing a mind game. And you know, you could do that everywhere, whether you're a guard player or a passer or a takedown guy. You want to vary your rhythm and almost be deceptive. And by giving your opponent unorthodox movements, it's hard for your opponent to read. They don't know what you're doing, and it immediately gives your opponent like this sense of anxiety because they don't know what you're going to do, and they're not used to seeing that type of movement every day in the gym. So they're going to be thrown off from a psychological perspective. It's kind of just moving his head. You see this in like boxing, right? I really like applying this like striking, this boxing rhythm movement, head bobbing, head weaving, you know, changing your shoulders, moving your hips, shuffle stepping as he's doing here. Even if you're not going to do anything with it, it's throwing off your opponent. It's giving them, you know, you're giving them looks, and these looks are confusing your opponent right off the bat. Nobody does flying squirrels. Good arm drag attempt. I want to look at the body lock. That's what I think that was a good highlight. There was an arm drag to a body lock. I think it was about here. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at this. Arm drag, body lock, straight to the back. He gets his head all the way around. And that's what really secures this takedown. So as you can see, his opponent, they're doing this like pad kick thing where they're kind of like grabbing each other's hands, like on the same side, like this double, I don't know, finger grip. And he uses that to push one arm across and get to his arm drag. Let's see it. Boom, boom. You can... Wish I could like put it in slow-mo. This is as slow as I can move it with my hand. So see, he arm drags right away, looks to grab the hip. So can you guys see Lou's hand here? It's going to go right for the hip right there. And that's what he needs to do to control his opponent's rotation. Because as you arm drag someone, they can still arm drag you, and they can circle out of the arm drag. When you arm drag someone, you have to control the hips immediately, or else they're going to spin and you're not going to get anything. So as Lou's arm dragging, his opponent is going to start rotating in this direction, right? You see my arrow? He's going to start moving that way. And as his opponent moves, notice Lou's left hand here. It's going to go straight for the hip. Boom. See it again. And once he's on the body lock, he's able to stop his opponent's rotation, and he's able to continue his rotation. And that's what allows him to get this dominant angle right here, where he's fully behind his opponent. And also what's great is his whole body is behind. So this guy is like scrambling for a headlock here. You guys see the Yoshida guy's arm? He's trying to get Lou in a headlock here, but it's far too late because Lou's whole body is already behind and he's continuing to rotate. So this headlock actually, it's kind of useless at this point. And I'm thinking Lou wanted to like pick him up and mat return him almost like a big slam. But this guy started to pull guard. So this guy understood that he lost the battle of the rotation. So really the only choice he kind of had here was to pull guard and get his legs back in front. Because even though he lost the rotation, it's still possible that he can pull guard. And that's what you can see him doing. He lowers his level to give him some more space. And he tries to get his legs back in front. But Lou did a very good job of continuing to rotate with his partner. He's able to rotate faster. And he's able to get into the side control. Not only that, but he's got this body lock grip. I don't know if his hands are actually locked, but he's got a strong grip around the body of his partner. And he's able to settle here in side control. So, great takedown. We'll watch it one more time. Boom.
Very good. Get your pass.
And that's why if you are sensing that somebody has a strong wrestling advantage, it's really not a great idea for you to try and wrestle them. If they have a wrestling advantage, this is what can happen. This guy on the bottom probably has more jiu-jitsu experience. But because he tried to wrestle his opponent, Lou was able to get arm drag, body lock, and use the body lock takedown and got a dominant position off of it. So this guy is automatically down, I think, 4 points? Just from that small exchange. Just off that one arm drag.
Points.
One more thing I wanted to highlight. Something I think Lou could have done better here. It's hard to tell exactly what happened in this situation with this rubber guard attempt. I think he's doing a meat hook. I can't tell what's going on with Lou's bottom leg. I can see here Lou is using the meat hook here in this position, but because I can't see the bottom leg, I don't know how to analyze it, because it's what Lou should be doing here is dependent on what his bottom leg is doing. What I can say is I would, if Lou's leg is trapped in between his partner's legs, I would recommend that you go immediately to the omoplata. I think we call that jersey, the jersey position in rubber guard. And I don't like when my students are just hanging out in jersey, because most of the time they're going to get their guard passed. When your leg is stuck in between your partner's legs, it's you're kind of at a disadvantage. So in order to maintain some type of offensive position and to continue attacking, I always recommend my students to try and clear the head with the foot. So I would have liked to see a little bit more of an attempt here of Lou taking this leg here and bringing it over the guy's head to start threatening an omoplata, which can lead into gogoplata, which can be gogo clinch, or even just the omoplata sweep. I would have liked to see a little bit more offense there, but regardless, I think the guy, he just kind of backed out of this. Yeah, Lou was able to at least recover an overhook. I'm guessing he was transitioning to a butterfly sweep because he has this overhook here on the shoulder. So the guy felt that. I see Lou's butterfly hook came in here, and the guy didn't want to get butterfly swept, so he did a good job of limp arming. Really great limp arm here. Got to give this guy some credit. He was a legit opponent. Watch this limp arm. Bang. No more overhook, and the top guy's able to stand up and get out of the sweep. What I did want to highlight... Oh, yeah, it was back here. The reason why Lou was in full guard in the first place. Okay. Let's see this sweep. Lou's got mount here, and he gets rolled.
Get your foot through. Good.
Okay. First reason he got rolled. Number one, his underjack is not dominant enough. Again, it's hard to see with this angle, but the fact that I can see this guy's elbow, actually, just so if you don't know what an underjack is, it's basically an underhook when you're, if you're mounted on someone and you have an underhook on someone, you want to pull their elbow all the way up to their head like this. Like you want to connect their elbow to the top of their head like this, because once their elbow is elevated, man, all your mount escapes are pretty much out of the window, or out of the equation, until you can get that elbow back down, right? If your elbow is up here, it's very hard to escape the mount. It's not impossible, but typically you're going to want to get that elbow down first and then start working your mount escapes, because now you have two arms to work with. So Lou is attempting the underjack, but right here, I can see this guy's elbow right there. That's a bad circle. I can see his elbow. And if I can see the elbow from this angle, that means his elbow is about here. So that I call this like the danger zone, because if your elbow's here, the guy can lock onto your elbow, right? You're trying to bring their elbow up, they're trying to bring their elbow down, but you don't have a base on that side, right? You don't have any support. So he's able to clamp down on Lou's arm and roll him. They call it an upa sweep. Wrestling, they just call it a bridge. So he's able to bridge in this direction because Lou doesn't have any base of support here. Right here, you see it.
Get your foot through.
Big bridge. Bang. Really doesn't have any base. I think he tries to base out at the last second, but as you can see, the bottom player is already moving with a lot of momentum, with a lot of power here. He really uses this bridge to the fullest. Great move by him. And what I would have liked to see from Lou in this transition, and we just worked it last week, I'm kind of surprised he didn't hit it from here, is an armbar swim, or a swimming armbar. We just call it a swim move. But it's when the bottom player is able to the top player, when someone's bridging and trying to roll you over, you want to bring this shin. See that shin here? Right there. I would have liked to see Lou move his body more perpendicularly so he can get that shin on the back of his partner's head. And once you have that shin on the back of the head, you can force your partner to do a forward roll and get into a spider web or armbar position. So right now Lou's spine is kind of very parallel. Like this guy's spine is here. Lou's spine is somewhat angled like this, or I guess maybe this way, because he's moving away from us. But Lou needs to change the direction of his hips and his spine, so his spine is angled directly perpendicularly against his partner's spine. And this will give you the angle that you need for this shin to get to the back of the neck. Because once you got that shit on the back of the neck, you get your deep hook on the arm. You're easily able to roll your partner through and get to the arm bar. Let's see. Let's see if I can pull it up. Swim, move, mount. Let's see if I could find one. Sorry if it's loud. Hey, what do you know? Edgy brah. Go buy his DVD. Just the first video. It's a pretty common move. I think that was it. Oh yeah, so this is the one. This is what I'm talking about. Alright, so it's in the gi. It's the same thing pretty much. You have one player that's using their arm here and like maybe pushing away. And as they try and push away, you can see the top guy's leg. This leg here is going to go to the back of the head. He's going to be able to force the bottom player to roll. And the top player is going to be able to keep the arm. Right there, bang. That's what we wanted to see. Sometimes you get the roll, sometimes you don't, and you can still finish the arm. You can grab the leg. Sometimes the momentum will carry you all the way to the arm bar, where your partner's back's on the mat. Sometimes you got to grab the leg or the knee. He grabs the foot here. I kind of prefer to grab the knee. Either will work. Pull it through. Capture the leg. I like how he even keeps that knee right there. We call that the spider hook. And he can finish the arm bar right there. See it again. Other side. I like how he kind of emphasizes that scissor motion. And that's a great technique when someone is trying to bridge you from this mount. So let's watch it again here. Yeah, see, he just wasn't able to create that angle change. But, you know, I'm nitpicking. He had a great match. Lou's a great competitor. Every single match he has, even if it was a flawless victory afterwards, he's asking, like, right away. He's like, coach, he like, doesn't even say it anymore. He just, like, gives me the look. And I'm like, hey, man, you did good. Like, don't sweat it. But he has that mentality of, like, he's trying to dissect every single thing he could have done better. And, you know, that's what you need. You got to look at these matches. You got to look at them and study them. You got to film yourself. You need to break yourself down as well. You know, I'm here to help you guys, but make sure you are the ones that are filming your rolls at the gym. Get yourself a tripod. Have your buddy record you. Do whatever it takes, but if you're trying to get better, you're really going to want to film yourself so you can look at the same details that I'm showing you here, and you can make those adjustments yourself as well. So yeah, I'm going to cut it there because I don't want to be late. I want to make sure that I don't rush to work. This will be, I know I only broke down one video, but as you can see, this was already like 20-30 minutes. So I'm definitely going to be having a lot more videos to work on, a lot more content to put out, and it was fun. I'm glad that I did this. It's been way too long. That's my goal, is to try and break down all the matches, or if not all of them, at least break down the ones that I feel that my students could use some tips on. And I hope you guys at home could find some value in this. Even just watching and kind of absorbing what you can is really important. Sometimes my students are like, oh man, sometimes I watch Jiu Jitsu and like I don't even know what I'm seeing because these guys are so advanced. But you're gonna pick things up. You know, you're smarter than you think. You watch stuff online, you're gonna pick stuff up. It doesn't matter how good the guys are or how bad you are. You're going to learn by watching other people, and you're really going to learn by watching breakdowns like this. Because not only are you going to see how the moves are done, but you're going to be able to have someone like myself break these techniques down for you, show you exactly what needs to happen, what doesn't need to happen, you know, angle changes like we talked about today, tactics, theory. All of these are really important, and these are things that you can apply to your own game. So again, thank you so much. I will be back soon. I don't know exactly when, but sometime this week I'd really like to continue my breakdowns, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Peace. Now I need to know how to turn this off. I'll click the button. Lastly, before I finish, what else? I think that's pretty much it. I covered everything. Kind of just rambling on at this point. I just really appreciate you if you're watching. I know a lot of my students watch my videos, so thank you. I will see you in class soon. And if you're not my student, you're welcome to come by my gym anytime, 10th Planet Covina. Shout out to Matt Beast Fightwear, me and my fiance's brand. We started it about a year ago. You can take a look at our awesome gear like this Dogecoin design. And we have some more designs coming. I'm working on a really awesome design that's going to come out soon. It's going to be another really exciting one. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for your support. I'll see you guys later. Peace out for real.